Hi guys, Aceface back with another video for you, and this is the next episode of Wargaming Weekly. So apologies guys that there was no video last week. I actually recorded a video but then got so busy that I didn't manage to get it out until Saturday/Sunday. When I kind of watched it back, a lot of the content was about the new Gene Stealer Cult Codex that was still in kind of rumour state, and it just had no real worth. So in the end I just scrapped it, so apologies it didn't come out last week. This video will be quite short. I don't have loads and loads to go through, but I have got some exciting stuff for you, and I did just want to make sure, you know, we kept the videos going. I didn't want there to be 2 weeks without a Wargaming Weekly. So welcome guys, thank you for coming along and watching the show. Any suggestions for future content, any things you want me to cover in the future, then please do stick it in the comments below. I'm always after new ideas and ways to keep the show fresh and something you'll enjoy. Okie dokie, so news this week. So news, obviously the Gene Stealer Cult Phase 1 has landed, so the initial run is out as well as the Codex. Some really cool models, very nice. Really like it, and obviously you've got the Codex itself. So some really cool stuff in there. So I've actually got my hands on that. So yeah, so that's obviously dropped. We've got Wave 2 will come up hopefully next week. We get the vehicles, so they look really cool. But really interested to actually see one. You get a rough idea of size and stuff, but until you actually get your hands on it and you kind of see it, you don't really know. But it looks really cool. And yeah, I mean the reality is, I don't think that I'm in a financial position at the moment to start Gene Stealer Cult, so it will be something that I'm going to toy with, kind of play with, potentially add little additions to the Tyranid army, but not something I'm going to focus on a sole army, and not something that I'm going to go heavily involved in, just because I absolutely do not have the funds at the moment. And I you know, my focus is very much 30k on my World Eaters and Age of Sigmar on the Skaven. You know, so I cannot afford to go heavy on something else. So sorry about that, guys. If you were excited about potential, you know, big Gene Stealer Cult news, that's not going to happen from this channel. But you know, there's loads of it around, and who knows in the future, it does look really exciting stuff and potentially pretty competitive. So as far as rumours this week, I actually don't have any rumours for you guys, which is pretty terrible, so apologies there. Again, just been really busy, which we'll come on to in a second, but haven't really dug up any more rumours for you. Obviously we're still expecting this Heresy kit to come out, the next part, if you like, for the Betrayal of Calth, with the Thousand Suns and the Space Wolves and all that goodness. So that's obviously, this is the biggest rumour that's, I suppose, is still buzzing around at the moment. We've still got this talks of a big kit coming out, so there's lots of things buzzing around, but I don't have anything really new and fresh to give to you guys, so apologies for that. So jumping on to tournaments, and tournaments got some big news this week, so I've been talking about it over and over again, but I am literally hours away from jumping on the plane to the No Retreat tournament, and in the list section of this video I'm going to go over my list so you can have an idea of what I'm taking, and I'll even let you into a little secret. My first game is against Thunderwolves, against the Space Wolves, against a full assault, hungry, Wolven, smash you in the face, fun list that's going to be really a great laugh to play. So, you know, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in the list part of the video. But yeah, so that's coming up. Really do suggest that you click on the link below, jump over to the SN Battle Reports Facebook page, hit a like there, and then follow all the pictures from the No Retreat tournament as they filter through, because Stephen and the guys there are really good photographers, so you're going to get some fantastic, stunning pictures coming through. The boards look absolutely incredible. real, great sort of inspirational videos. I mean, great inspirational pictures. I mean, for me, the talent that's going along is mesmerising. So I can't wait to see some of the great artists and the fantastic players that are at the event. Definitely will give me inspiration for the next 6 months. So great stuff there, and do check them out. Okie dokie. On other tournament news, we've covered it before, but really do suggest that if you are interested in going to the Last Chance Open, which is mine and Wargames' event in January the 14th and 15th, get over and get your tickets. They are going really quick. We've probably only got just over 15 tickets left, even if might even be less than that by now. So if you're interested, go over and jump over and get that. There's absolutely tons and tons of cool people that are going along to that event, and it should be a great laugh. So don't miss out. Grab your tickets, hit the link, and go over, get them. In other news, Mr. Beer, Idic Beer, starts his Get It Painted challenge for the year. He is painting his disgusting units of warp spiders. But again, there'll be a link down below. Jump over. He's got a Google page. It's just a great way if you're thinking of just want a bit of inspiration and a bit of a kick up the backside to get that unit or that model painted. It's a great way of doing it. It's a kind of community thing. But you don't have to be a YouTuber. You just want to get some painted and share your pictures. And I'm sure at the end Nick will probably do like a slideshow of your pictures or whatever. If he's not, there's an idea for you, Nick. Get that going. So get involved in that, guys, and get over and check out Nick's Get It Painted challenge. Right, okay, so let's go on to the next bit. So what I wanted to cover was in the lists portion of this video is I want to talk about my list for No Retreat, because I'm ever so excited. It's a great list. I think it does really well. It's very much harks on the glory days of Fifth for me. It's very similar to my list that I used to run, so it's very excited to get it back out on the table. So I am taking now bear in mind you have to take a CAD in this tournament format. So you can take one of the weirdo CADs, so you can take the different types of CADs, but it has to be a CAD, so it cannot be like a formation or a collection of formations, a decorium style formations. It cannot be that. And you can take, and you cannot ally unless it's one of the small factions that really need a bit of support. There are some kind of exceptions to the rule, but basically you can't ally. So it's your single faction. You can take two parts, so you can take a formation and a CAD. So that's your options. You can't really do anything more than that. So it does really push you to playing in a very stripped down, basic, almost old school style, which is great fun, and does level the playing field to a degree, even though those powerhouses will still be those powerhouses. So what am I taking? So I'm taking Tyranids, of course. It's an ITC tournament, and I want my ITC points, so we're going with that. So I am going to take the Leviathan, excuse me, the Leviathan detachment, which does allow you to have 3 HQs, and you have to take at least 3 troops. So I'm going to take 3 Flying Hive Triumphs, Twin Link Devourers, and the Electroshock Grubs, because why not? So that is my HQ slots. Really excited. I've got a new Hive Tyrant to chuck it out. I've been working on the other ones to kind of up the standard on them, so it'd be good. And Hive Tyrant's always reliable. In the troops section, I have 2 Tervigans and I have 2 Termagants units, obviously as their tax, giving me 4 troop choices. Those Tervigans have both got Crushing Claws, and other than that, they are bare basic. So, again, 2 solid, big, monstrous creatures sitting at the back, Synapse. They can spawn as well, and then you've got 2 big blobs of Gaunts. So, what can be wrong about that? As I said, very old school, but choke up the board. They can be a real nuisance. So, they're going to sit in the troops choice. In the elite section, I had the Malanthrope, that ever imposing, always reliable, never leave without the Malanthrope. got to have him. So he's in there. He makes sure that I've got the survivability first turn, and you know, he's a bit of backfield synapse as well. Can sit on an objective. Very, very good unit. Then we skip on to heavy. So in the heavy slot, I have 2 Morlocks. So I've got a new Morlock. I put pictures over on my Facebook page, so check him out. Done an awful lot of work. Very, very proud of him. But now I have 2 Morlocks. So there'll be 2 Morlocks. They're great to jump up, and if you've got something that's got, you know, that's medium to decent toughness and, you know, good save, these guys are a menace for you, because they'll lock down that backfield, jump up, cause all sorts of mayhem. Can get line break, all sorts. They're just great solid units, and 140 is not bad for a 6 wound monstrous creature with a 3-up save and toughness 6. So really cool there. So I've got 2 of them, and that's my list. That is, and it's 1750 in this particular tournament, and that puts me at 1750 pretty much on the nose. So really good list. I have a practice game that will roll out on the channel very soon, so you get to see that and see it in action. But yeah, wish me luck, guys, because we're going in hot and we're after that title. So the title is currently held by Lawrence, of course, from Tabletop Tactics. He's won it twice on the bounce. He beat me in the final last time out, and I am coming back for revenge. So we'll see how we go. Always tough with Tyranids. There's going to be some good lists there. The lists are all up. I've seen them all. And as I said, my first opponent is playing Space Wolves, and they are literally playing 3 blobs of Thunderwolf and then sort of 3 blobs of Wolven, all with shields. So basically there's a 3-up invuln across the board, some 2-up scattered in there with their characters, you know, and very quick. Well, the Thunderwolf are very quick. They'll get up the board, they'll get in their face, lots of attacks. Will just smash you down, because they're playing the detachment of the Great Wolf thing, so they can do it, so they don't have to have any chaff. It is just literally all elite nasty stuff that's going to get in my face and ground pound me. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, if I get up in the sky, he actually has basically, apart from pistols and maybe a couple of grenades, he actually just does not have any shooting. So once I'm up in the air, he's not going to really hurt the Flyrants, but then I am chipping away at stuff with a very reliable save. So with the Flyrants, will the Flyrants be reliable enough, and will that leave the Tervigans and the Termagants just to get absolutely smashed on the floor, leaving me very little on the board? So we'll have to see. It's going to be a tricky one. I think it's a tough matchup for me, even though I will have certain things in my favour. I have the opportunity to really kind of control where things are on the board. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Very interesting game. We'll see what happens with the cards, because they will always be cards will be king, and first and second turn could be very pivotal. We'll just have to see what works out best. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call this to an end. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get this video straight up for you now, so this should be up this evening. Not that makes any difference to you, but until the next video, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.